Good evening, Kindred. Good evening, Kindred. It is a brand new night. And this evening, we start off with one of our resident Nosferatu, Danica. Before any of that, though, I need all Kindred to make a rouse check.
Pass.
Just realized I gotta do this now for Isabella, too. Oh, dang. All right, then.
Change our music a little bit. Keep going.
Please do. Danica, you awake in your apartment. The basement apartment that gives you easy access when you ever need to make a quick getaway. The beast isn't quite as loud as it usually is. And you do the same thing you always do when you first wake up. As anyone who is an influencer, you check your phone. Your socials are pretty much the same. Looks like there's some new challenges trending. Someone's trying to bring the cinnamon challenge back. A lot of people are reminding them of what happened the last time that happened. Someone comments that it's better than the Tide Pod challenge, which causes a whole thing on Reddit. A few of your followers have raved about the last video you posted that was from your drafts from well before any of your current situation happened. And as you are going through your socials and making sure the proper ones are queued up and ready to post just one more video from your drafts, you have enough to last you a while, although you do have to acknowledge that eventually those will run out. As you are checking things over, something glitches on your phone screen. And you watch as your phone starts to act oddly. The touch screen isn't responding. It won't let you touch apps. It goes as far as when you try to turn it off, it doesn't work. And the more you finick with it, the more it seems to not work. And eventually, the screen goes completely back. And a video plays on the screen. The video itself only shows a shadowy figure. And it begins to speak. And Danica, you recognize the voice as your sire. Good job, sweetheart. I'm pleased to hear that you're good at doing what you're told. For the moment, I think you need a social media detox. It's high time you start thinking about the future instead of holding on to what remains in the past. Living in the past doesn't do anyone any good. I'll be in touch soon. Oh, and not a word about me to your friends, if you can still call them that is, my dear. Before the screen goes completely black. Will not respond.
She does as she always does, snaps out of the trance. kind of shakes a little bit, especially now that it's gotten to the point of, oh great, she can do this on my phone now.
As the video concludes, you hear a knock at your apartment door.
She'll stare at the phone for like 2 seconds, then just put it in her pocket and walk and answer the door.
You're in luck. It's not your sire. Instead, it is none other than your upstairs neighbor, Echo Red.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Doing well this evening? I'm sorry, did I catch you at a bad time?
No, I just woke up. Anyway, what can I do for you?
You said, I think it was at the wake, that you wanted to talk at some point. I figured I had...
oh, yeah.
I had a bit of time tonight and wanted to stop by and see what was going on. Seeing as, I mean, it's all the way across the city and everything, right?
Hmm. Yeah, come in.
Echo will step inside the door and wait for you to take the lead since it is your house, your apartment. They are, however, looking around a bit.
Would, we get to do crossover talk now. Would, Danica know anything about any of the goings-on that have been happening recently in this apartment building?
So, I'm going to step in here for a moment if you don't mind, Paulina. Now, Lady Punnet. The story's a little wonky time-wise at the moment. Echo's current story timeline doesn't match up with this. You guys are actually ahead of Echo, and we are trying to catch up. That's up to Paulina.
Okay, gotcha.
I will say, Danica, I know how it's gonna go on. Echo doesn't know how it's gonna go on yet. You do know that there have been stories about this apartment complex being haunted. And you were made aware. Actually, no, you wouldn't be made aware because it's been more than 5 years since the incident happened. As far as you know, your apartment is fine. There is nothing wrong with it. There has been no mysterious suicides or murders that have occurred there. You do know that for some reason, especially the last couple of weeks or so, you have been hit with a string of bad luck. And no matter what you do, things only seem to get worse. And it has made you feel tired and grumpy and overall not a good time. But sometimes you could swear you hear the sound of a man laughing somewhere.
Why did I choose to live in the same apartment?
I love you, Sam.
Anyway. She'll close the door, walk in. Normally, whenever you'd have a guest in, you'd offer them stuff, but that's a bit complicated for us, right?
I mean, if I'm learning the rules right, there's really only one thing you could offer me here, and not really in the mood at the moment. I mean, hungry, yes. Got other things on my mind.
Such as?
How's your luck been lately? How your energy level's been lately?
Abysmal. But honestly, that's almost par for the course for me.
That actually might not be completely your fault.
Oh?
I'm looking into some things around the neighborhood. Specifically, when I say the neighborhood, I mean around the apartment building. There's something feeding on the people here. Matter of fact, lives in your apartment from what I can tell.
No, that would track.
So, anything unusual happen tonight?
Define unusual.
I don't know. Things breaking when they shouldn't. Maybe tripping a little more often than normal. Furniture breaking. I don't know. Outside the ordinary, even for us.
Storyteller, has that stuff been going on for me lately?
You find that you've had to replace your ring light like 7 times in the last couple of months because it keeps either falling over in the middle of the day when you're sleeping, the light bulb goes out, or for some reason, somehow, the little wire gets kinked in that way where you can only get the light to work if the wire is in the exact spot. Also, this is more of an annoyance for you. Somehow, one of your makeup palettes in the bathroom got knocked over and the sink had burst and it ruined the eyeshadow palette. That occurred about a month or so ago, and the worst part was it was one of your limited edition ones, so you couldn't even replace it. And the icing on the cake, somehow, some way, your absolute favorite outfit got bleach on it.
The willpower damage. The willpower damage.
I will pass on every bit of that information to Echo.
I see he's hard at work. Awesome. Anyways.
Oh, another thing, but this is just something you've dealt with since you moved in. The lights keep flickering. Especially when you're trying to do your makeup. But it's always when, like, you're doing your eyeliner, so you have to redo your eyeliner. Or when you're trying to, like, line your brows. It's more of an annoyance, like a little thing. But it's sometimes it makes you, like, actually have, like, a bit of a better look because it forces you to redo it. So it's not a really maddening about it, but it's just, like, something that happens. And it's happened even before you were embraced.
Wow. That is a bit of shit luck. Tell you what, why don't you go grab your phone and put my number in it for you. You can send me a text if anything comes up, anything out of the ordinary. And after we're done that, we can sit down and have a chat.
Sure. She will do a silent little prayer to herself as she pulls the phone out and attempts to even try to get the damn thing to work long enough to actually achieve what she wants to achieve in this moment.
As you try to turn on your phone, you just see on the screen a large image in bold text that say, "Remember, you're on a detox."
I've been having phone issues. I'll put it down on a piece of paper and take care of it later.
Phone issues? You do socials for work, yeah?
Yeah.
That's a bit of a problem in your line of work.
Luckily, I've got a bunch of things scheduled, so it ought to be fine.
Okay, so you've got some wiggle room. What's your plan to get it fixed? Or are you just gonna go and buy a new one?
Just recently getting bad, so I'm gonna...
If you don't go out and buy a new one, that's gonna screw over all the drafts you've got. I'm sure you had some in reserve, yeah?
Yeah. A lot.
Okay. Well, why don't we see if we can get it fixed?
It's almost like if we had a cinematic view of it zooming into her mind, there's just her screaming in the thing because she can't say absolutely anything. Comes out and
I will say, I will give you a little gimme. The message said nothing about you not being able to say what's going on with your phone. It just said, "Do not tell your friends about me."
right. She's essentially screaming in her head because she's trying to figure out the way to talk around this properly to where she's not about to feel an immense amount of pain, because that's exactly what happens if she screws up on the parameters. So she stops for a second and goes, "Sorry, like I said, I just woke up. Yeah, the screen's been glitching and it's having problems with the touch screen, like, just, yeah."
Not sure if that's a hardware issue or a software issue.
I don't know either.
Either way, do you want to see if we can get it looked at?
In theory, couldn't hurt.
I mean, I do know somebody who's really good with tech.
Out of character, I'm laughing my head off right now.
If this is what you use your fucking favor for.
Please. Who?
Journalist never gives up their sources, you know that.
Sure.
Oh,
I guess I can trust you enough.
if you give me 1 sec, just let me make a quick call. I'll see if my contact's available tonight.
Maki, your phone starts ringing.
I knew it was coming. I knew it. Do I see who it's from?
That's a good question. Echo, did you ever give Maki your phone number?
Yes. Yeah, actually she did, because she gave me they did. They gave me their card with their phone number on it.
Excellent. You see it's from Echo Ren.
So Maki picks up her phone and goes, Hi, Echo. How may I help you?
Hi, Maki. How's your night going?
Could be better.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything I can do to help with that?
Can you get rid of a plague?
Oh. You too, huh?
Yeah.
Looking into that. We should
Same.
chat about that at some point.
At some point.
Listen, I don't normally call, you know that, but I need a bit of help. I'm in a bit of a bind with a friend. Phone stopped working, and I'm wondering if you might be able to look into it. Might be able to take a look at it and see if we can get it up and running.
Well, that is my specialty. Yeah, I could take a look at it. Do you want me to meet you there, or you want to meet me somewhere else, or what's up? What am I doing?
Someplace, I don't know, that's kind of neutral, I guess? Pick a spot. Not too many people around.
Neutral. Ooh, not too many people around. That's tougher.
Oh, better idea. What about Seraphina's place?
I was actually going to suggest that, but you said not a lot of people. But we can make that work. Yeah, I'll hop on my bike. I'll be there in about... Looks at a watch she doesn't have. I'll be there in about... yeah, give me 10 minutes.
Okay, we'll be there as soon as we can. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Echo hangs up the phone. Looks over at Danica. So, your luck. My contact is free for a bit, has some spare time, and is graciously willing to take a look at things for you.
Oh, that's a good thing.
You get a ride? If not, don't worry. We'll call cat calls or something.
Yeah, I usually call them.
Well, we'll take cat calls, and we'll head over to Seraphina's place.
Danica, has something pushed over all your boots?
Nick,
Just
I
as an
swear to God!
Or...
The lights flicker.
Oh, not Nick. My bad. My bad. Sorry. We've got more than one entity in this place, and it's only one that I'm after. I'll tell you on the way.
Okay.
On your way out, Danica, you do notice that someone rearranged all the fridge magnets on your fridge.
Does it spell out anything?
Yeah. So there's two sentences. One of it is, ha ha. The other is using very limited letters. Because, Danica, you just had some of the spare ones left over from the previous person that lived there. It says, you look pretty in red.
As
Echo.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting that amongst all my other problems, and as much as I have tried to not get any stalkers in my entire career as an influencer, which is very hard to do, I've got one living with me in my apartment?
Oh, no, he's not stalking you specifically. And the other one just likes to play practical jokes every now and then.
Oh, well, that's all right then. And she walks out the door.
Echo fires off a quick call to cat calls for a ride.
They respond and promise to be there within 15 minutes.
Done and done. We get in the vehicle finally. Echo's gonna lean over. She'll be like, "All right, here's the lowdown. You've got something living in your apartment that's been around since before the apartment building was built. That's not your problem. That's my problem. Because it now has my attention. Completely. To the point where my stalker comes second. The second. The one with the fridge magnets and the boots is a 10-year-old kid that died back in the 50s. He means you absolutely no harm. He died when the boiler exploded. Got shrapnel all in his face. He's harmless. He just wants to play. He just wants a friend.
All right. Duly noted.
If the one that is causing issues becomes an issue for you, please let me know. He's been feeding off of both the living and the dead. And I do mean the ghosts.
Right. Oh, I'm still fresh. What? How many more things am I going to learn before it slows down?
So you're fresh? How do you think this has been for me? Literally went to try and change my life and ended up in this shit pile.
You have a point.
At least I got things to write about. Which, by the way, if you're not following, Echovision, I'm detailing some of the stuff on there. You can follow that.
Oh. Okay. If we get my phone to work, then I'll do that.
It's like a game of chicken trying to see who speaks first. Okay, if no one else has anything else to say, a few moments later, y'all arrive at the... Well, you can't call it the Velvet Pussycat yet. You're still outside. I will say, though, Danica, you recognize a bike that's parked outside.
A very nice motorcycle.
No, come on. Knights of Burnin'? Is that a phrase?
Is your contact the owner of a club by any chance?
I only have the contact because of a very specific set of circumstances who wishes not to acknowledge that connection.
Oh, this is gonna be a good night. She just
Catch you up to
follows.
speed. You know what? Let's step inside the door first. Out here on the street might not be the best idea.
Yeah. Agreed.
Storyteller. Maki would have gone and found a VIP section that she can use that's private and already has a drink. Maybe 2 drinks.
Of course, Maki. And of course, Isolde has no issue doing that. It is a somewhat slow night, but it's also the beginning of the night, and you arrive just before, like, the people come to watch Celeste do her usual lovely routine.
I'm walking in through the door. Sorry, go ahead, Sam.
When we walk in, Echo, you're not going to understand why this is the immediate idea of Danica. But when we walk in, she immediately walks over to the bar, gets a drink, and brings it over to you guys. Okay, now I think I'm ready.
To catch you up to speed, Maki asked for a favor. I obliged. Maki was in a bit of a sticky situation. Maki prefers not to acknowledge that, so we don't. I just know Maki in passing as far as anyone else is concerned. Understood?
Trust me, I don't want to piss off anyone in this situation more than I already have.
We should probably talk about that later. In the meantime, excuse me for 1 sec. I'm gonna go grab a drink, and then we're gonna go talk. Echo will walk over to the bar, signal Rafe.
Rafe gives you his usual cocky smirk. Why? I haven't seen you in a hot second.
How you doing tonight, buddy?
Same old. Trying to get by. But the night's young, as we all shall be forever. Well, most of us.
Ain't that the truth? Listen, I'm looking for an old-fashioned, double serving, and a little bit of that smoke and garnish on top that you've been known to do from time to time.
Ooh, switching it up a bit. What's the occasion?
Business night.
Oh, that's not as fun.
No, it's not, but, we'll make it.
Alrighty then. He prepares the drink, chatting with some of the other patrons as he does so. And as you see a couple of the regulars there, you see Reggie chatting with Rafe. You see some of the others. You think you might spot... Hi. You think you might even see Amelia running off and doing some of her usual sidebar work. And then he hands you the old-fashioned.
I'll wave at the others kind of as I pass by and go back. I'll thank Rafe, and then I'll go back and collect Danica before heading upstairs.
Alright, you two head up. It is relatively easy to see Maki. She is off in a corner VIP booth with a very fancy red rope to prevent any of the lesser beings from getting in. Or at least that's what Rafe said when he set it up.
Ah, yes, the unwanted riffraff. Peasants, if you will.
When you do see Maki, you do see that Maki is dressed in almost like a pantsuit. It's black high-waisted pants with fancy the fancy little buttons, and she's wearing a vest with a her shirt's cut like unbuttoned, and she has thrown her leather jacket over off the side.
You look a little apprehensive tonight, Danica. You good?
You're about to find out. And she takes the drink and does something that's probably unwise with it and just totally downs it, which, given that it's a strawberry daiquiri, gives her instant brain freeze.
Do you...
Danica, you weren't even aware that you could still get brain freeze. But there it is. Feeling like someone's hitting you with an ice pick to the front of your lobe.
Get yourself another one from the VIP bar.
Okay. Sure.
Tell him to put it on my tab.
Will do.
Echo's gonna walk over to the over towards the booth where Maki's sitting. Maki, the first thing you'd smell is the smoke coming from the top of the old fashioned.
Maki was kind of leaning back, like nursing her drink, and she just kind of looks at me and goes, "Oh, hi, Echo."
Good evening. Thank you for meeting.
Well, as part of our deal, you ever need a favor when it comes to tech stuff, I'm here.
Normally I wouldn't call you, but it's beyond my capabilities, unfortunately.
Well, now I'm intrigued.
Echo will look around for Danica and just kind of wave her over.
Danica, Maki looks over to see who Echo is waving and looks at you and goes, and just gives you an all teeth kind of tight grin and goes, Danica.
Walks over with the drink, sits down on the other side of Echo, nowhere near Maki. Because I always envision these as like kind of circular VIP booths. Correct me if that's, but that's kind of how my brain has always.
You are absolutely correct.
Okay.
You're absolutely correct. With like the big, nice, big, very soft, plush booth chairs.
Yeah.
That make you feel like royalty.
Okay, that's kind of how I envisioned it, but good to know. But yes, so making sure that she has essentially put as much distance from her and Maki as possible. Hey, Maki.
How you doing, Danica?
Well,
could be better.
I don't know what's going on between you two, but I can cut the tension here with a knife. We can just play nice for like a moment.
I never said I wasn't going to play nice. Danica just needs to remember that we were supposed to have a talk.
Uh-huh.
But I'm guessing something's wrong with your phone, and I'm doing this as a favor.
For me.
Hand it over.
Pulls it out, puts it on the table, slides it over.
Maki's gonna pick it up. And goes to look at it and like goes to try to turn it on.
Maki, so first of all, the phone was off, which was weird because Danica, you had not turned it off. And Maki, when you turn it on, the same message appears yet again. You're on a detox, my dear. And 30 seconds later, the phone automatically turns off again.
Maki looks at it and goes, did someone put you in timeout?
You see her mouth open, and then it instantly shuts, and storyteller, I'm going to do something a bit out of pocket. Can I have her make a roll for this?
I love out of pocket things. What roll you want to make?
Danica is trying to hide what's going on here for obvious reasons, because she's trying not to dig the hole that she's in deeper than she's already in. So in other words, trying to hide the pain, she's essentially trying to... I will let you judge what role that requires, though.
All right, then. So if you are trying to fight it, are you trying to fight it? Or are you trying to hide it?
Yeah.
If you're trying to hide it, I need you to make me a... One second, let me... Yes, do that one. And... Echo, Maki, if you wish to make a contested roll for... Let's go Wits Insight.
Insight, you say? Sure. Insight, where's my insight at? That, and the hunger dice. That's awkward.
Messy crit.
Oh god. Hold on. Oh, this is gonna be awkward as shit, man.
I am trying to find my deception.
Might be bluff. Well, So I got 1 success out of 7 dice, and if it's a fail, it's a bestial fail. That's what happens with 400
Yeah, I don't
dice.
see either of those. Maybe
The correct one.
performance or persuasion, maybe? Because I don't see either of those other ones on there.
I want to say subterfuge.
Subterfuge, right. That would be it.
Yeah, so I rolled a messy crit and I got 6 successes.
This is gonna go great.
I only had 1 hunger die, by the way.
I had 4. Echo's like, so when
You
I go,
still have 4?
yeah, I failed my rouse check. So when Echo walked in, like, I'm a little hungry. The reality is, the beast is chomping at the bit, and Echo's like, go fuck yourself. We're doing things.
6 successes.
Echo saying to the
Amazing.
Echo, not now, mommy's talking.
Did we just both get messy criticals?
Yes, we did.
Oh,
6 successes
dear.
each, too, right?
This is great! We got the exact same roll.
You both got the exact same roll. You both got messy criticals. So there's only one thing to do in this case, which is
Rollies.
each of you pick up one of your D8s,
D10.
and we're gonna do a rolly D10s, and we're gonna do rollies, and whoever rolls the highest wins.
Rollies, rollies, rollies.
This is why I always keep one normal D10 out of the set.
I rolled a
5.
10.
Of course you did.
My dice are really happy with me tonight for some
Okay.
reason.
Now, before we get to you two, storyteller to storyteller,
Yeah.
if Echo fails a bestial failure, does that mean they get hungrier again and you're at 5?
No, that means the beast kind of takes over, sort of. Give me 1 second. Let me look at the rule.
If you hit a 5 hunger, you immediately frenzy.
No, you start rolling frenzy rolls.
Oh, frenzy rolls.
Frenzy
Sorry.
rolls. Give me 1 second.
While you do that, I have to do some rolls to see if anyone else sees this. Figure out who the fuck's up in VIP.
It's been a while since we've had a bestial
No,
fail at
please
the table.
don't frenzy in the.
Oh
Please
no!
don't frenzy
this
in
is
the
great
Velvet
because if
Pussycat.
Echo frenzies in the Velvet Pussycat, there's consequences to that.
There's big consequences.
There's big consequences, and this is their first time having a consequence.
To be fair, though,
Echo hasn't frenzied before.
there are worse places to frenzy because they probably have protocols.
Here we go. A failed roll in which one or more hunger dice come up as the one is a bestial failure. Either the character failed because their beast manifested inopportunely or excessively, or the character's failure angered their beast into manifesting inopportunely or excessively. The following are good results of a bestial failure. 1 second, because my eyes are shit these days. The character must act out of compulsion as the blood starts to subtly dictate their actions. Character loses a dot in an advantage, as on a messy critical. The character suffers 1 or more points of aggravated health damage. If no one in the troop can come up with a good idea, the hunger increases by 1. Use your imagination. If you want to torture me, now's your fucking time.
As the ST, you essentially have
You have
flavor to
This
go
is-
with.
yeah, this is your time to do flavor. Don't forget, you can overrule anything in the book. Welcome to your first major critical decision as an ST.
Echo,
Yes.
one of your convictions that I know of is to tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And even though you can't tell for sure that Danica's hiding something, your beast does. It can sense secrets being kept. It can sense information being withheld. And it is furious. Because here you are, trying to help Danica, trying to help them get their phone back, to get back into their information so they continue their job as an influencer. And here they are, hiding what could be, in a sense, crucial information that could help. And you can feel the beast banging and thrashing against your cage, and it is getting harder and harder to keep them in check as you feel it start to slowly peek its head out.
Danica, you sitting next to Echo, you can actually feel Echo starting to tremble for a moment. Come all this way. Tried to help you get your tech back in working order. And you want to hide something? Is that really how we're going to play this? You really want to burn that bridge?
Maki, I will say, as Echo is saying this and chewing them out, you actually do see that Danica, yes, is withholding information, which is bad. But it seems as if the act of trying to speak about it is causing her physical pain.
Maki kind of like looks at you, Danica, and she's like, she's got this look in her eye as like her eyes narrow, and she's kind of like putting her hands together and she's kind of leaning on it, and she's leaning in on the table, and she looks at you, Danica, and she goes, "You can't talk about it, can you?" And not in a you don't want to talk about it, in a you physically can't. Echo, go get a drink.
I'm gonna make a willpower roll. Composure and resolve to see if I can just stave this off a little bit longer. If not, it's probably gonna do
I was gonna say,
it's probably gonna do some willpower damage if I fail, but here we go. So I got 2 successes. If that's a failure, I got 2 ones on the hunger dice.
Oh my god.
It's gonna go great tonight. My dice fucking
one moment. I need to make a roll now.
Trying to remember if Humberger.
Please, almighty dice gods, let Marcus be up and... Please, almighty dice gods, let Marcus be in, it's a great time.
It was supposed to be a simple thing!
It's funny you should mention Marcus. Because as y'all are having this conversation, Marcus does walk by. He has what looks to be 2 new security officers with them. You can tell they're new because 1, you've never seen them before. 2, they have trainee on their shirts.
Maki desperately just being like, "Come here." Come here. Marcus, come here.
Raises a brow. He raises a brow, tells the other 2 to like stand back a bit, and he like walks over, puts his arm over the booth, looks at you 3, is like, "Everything all right?"
Echo needs a drink now. And not nice drink. Drink.
Marcus looks at you, looks you up and down. He's like, yep, all right, come on, Echo.
There's just like a flash in Echo's eyes for a moment, and then and then they look over at Marcus. Eyes kind of go wide for a moment. There's a flash of almost red. You just see those teeth elongate just a little bit.
He's just looking at you with a raised brow like, you can either walk with me or I carry you. Those are your two choices.
Marcus, honey, I think I'd like it a little bit better if you carried me.
He's not going to bother to see if you're joking or not, because, Echo, 1 minute you're sitting at the booth, and the next you find yourself being carried like a sack of potatoes away from the booth over Marcus's shoulder.
As Marcus turns and walks away, you two just see this shit-eating grin on Echo's.
And Maki accidentally lets this slip out and goes, and that's who I decided to be my sire. Okay. Anyways, Danica, back to our conversation now that Echo has gone off and been happily taken. You can't physically speak of it, am I right?
Her mouth opens
Just
up.
nod, or shake your head. Nod or shake your head. Listen,
See her.
I think your camera's frozen for me, so 1 second. Okay, go ahead.
See her wince as every fiber of her being goes into it, and it's like a snap, and you see one little tear just go down her cheek.
Okay, so you can't even emote an answer when it comes to that. Got it. Okay. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. And I'm going to guess that it's your sire. Thank God I broke the sire bond as soon as it happened. Because I don't have to deal with things like this. Now, I'm also going to go out on a limb here and say that this is also part of the reason why you betrayed the group that one night. Don't answer. I'm just... Yes. And she's looking at your face to see if there's any sort of facial change happening.
The facial change that you're getting is more like that trance that you guys saw her in whenever she had put her thumb down on the phone. That complete nothingness, that utter lack of... Almost like she's a shell now that's just staring at you.
Great. Okay. This is fun. I'm going to fix your phone. Because I'm good at my job. And then we're going to get you a new phone. And after that, I think we're going to go pay a visit to somebody. So in the meantime, you sit there and you look pretty, and I'm going to work on this. And Maki pulls out a bag that she keeps all of her like electronic hack stuff in. She opens it up, she takes the phone, she plugs something into it. Do you want me to roll a technology roll for that?
So, Maki, you hook it up. You need to make me an intelligence tech roll, please, and thank you.
Cool. I have 7 dice on that. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, I have a specialization in hacking. I don't know what that does, but I have a specialization in hacking.
Okay, so for a specialization, basically what that means, given certain situations, we would give you an extra die. Since you are hacking into a hacked phone to try to get it unhacked, you get an extra die.
Cool, I have 8 dice in this. Let's see, that's 1, 2. Hold on. 1. Okay, 7. 2 of them are 10s, but it's not the hunger die.
So you mean 7 in total, or you have
7 in total.
plus 2 10s?
I have 7 in total. 2 of them are 10s, not on the hunger die.
Okay. So 7 in total. So you have 7 successes and 2 of them are 10s. So that means you would have a total of 11?
Yes. I am a hacker. And I'm really fucking good at my job.
She is a hacker. She is the hacker.
Yeah, no, I see. I have the table open for what would happen given certain roles. So here's what happens. Actually, give me one moment. I just had a thought and have to confer with storytellers.
Cool. Listen. When we redid Maki's character sheet, the one thing that I specifically asked for was, no, she's keeping her hacking. She is a hacker. She had to do all of Kieran's tech shit for 70 years. That was my whole fucking job. Also, can we just say that my dice have blessed me tonight, and I don't know why. I'm scared.
The dice have a story to tell. Sometimes they want you to be an amazing hacker. Other times they want you to be carried off by a very muscular security guard.
Other times they want you to spell boobies.
Pendulum will swing the other way eventually.
All right.
So is the
Maki.
life of a TTRPG player.
That's a nice
Yes,
gambler fallacy
Maki.
you got there. Anyway,
You connect the phone to your laptop as you start to go through the process of breaking down the coding that has been put onto the phone to cause it to act this way. So the first thing you noticed is whoever did this is actually pretty advanced in their coding skills. Especially because from what you can tell, this person either had to physically get their hands on this phone to put this in, or somehow figured out how to get a socialite to allow access to their phone, which, as you know, is very hard to do for social media influencers.
Yeah.
And as you are slowly breaking down the code, doing it in ways that would make it so none of the files on the phone would get corrupted. So Danica's drafts are hopefully not going to become corrupted. You start to see certain patterns. Because as you know, all hackers have a certain way of doing code. Almost
Yep.
like their own digital fingerprint. And Maki, because you rolled so high, you could, without a doubt, now recognize this person's coding at a glance should you ever come across it again. And something that you know for sure is that for some reason, they always end certain codings with the letter S.
So Maki's doing all this, she's taking note of it. She would also make note of it in an encrypted file on her laptop so that she could keep a piece of that code. Not like actually on her laptop, but like what it looks like on her laptop so she could recognize it.
All right, please make a note that you have a piece of code from Danica's phone.
Okay.
And as you are doing this, encrypted, we storytellers note that this is encrypted.
I have put so many firewalls up against this goddamn code. She cannot hack into my shit.
It has been noted. And Maki, it takes you roughly 20 minutes. 20 minutes of you It takes you roughly 20 minutes of you two sitting in relative silence. Danica, if you still had a heartbeat, it would be hammering in your chest as you see your phone keep flashing different things. You see the Matrix screen go across it as the code is trying to get on. You see the blue screen of death appear on it. You see so many signs, aside from smoke, that your phone is possibly going to no longer work until finally, after 20 long, grueling minutes, your phone turns on and you see your regular lock screen.
Maki looks at it and she goes, and she slides it across the table. She goes, "You're welcome."
She immediately goes to her giraffes. Are they alive?
Can't hear you, Sam.
What?
There you go. I can hear you now.
It's like I unmuted. I would wonder. She immediately goes to her giraffes. Are they alive?
Danica, as you go to your giraffes and check to see how things are, all your drafts are completely fine. It appears Maki.
And also well done.
It appears that Maki, in her infinite wisdom and her amazing tech skills and being the tech goddess herself, managed to not only make it so that you had no corrupted files whatsoever. The drafts seem okay for the most part. Everything's fine. Somehow also got rid of some cookies, so it's actually a little faster.
Thank you.
I am very good at what I do.
I've gotten to see that twice now.
Yeah. So I want you to remember that.
She looks you right in the eyes. Then she says what she can say, essentially. I'm sorry.
You know, I was really going to enjoy hating you for a little bit longer. But, unfortunately, you remind me of someone. And I, unfortunately, couldn't save him, but I can at least help you out. Also, just so you know, I kept a piece of the code of the person who's hacking you, and, damn, they're impressive. Not so impressive that they could get away from me, however, but impressive enough.
Mouth opens and shuts.
Don't even bother trying to say it. We already both know that you can't say anything anyways. Also, next time you see Maeve, try not to get yourself all painy. She's got a soft spot for you. And I know how desperately she's been wanting to talk to you about this, and I know that you're not going to be able to tell her. So find a clever way in that clever little brain of yours to tell her without actually using the words.
ST, I'm going to let you choose whether I'm about to feel pain or not with what I'm about to say. She takes a...
What are you about to say?
She takes a deep breath, as if she's prepared for the possible consequences, and then tries to gush out the word Prue.
I don't know about you. I think that's going to take a willpower roll.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Composure and resolve.
The way I just squealed.
Only 2 successes.
I will let you succeed at a cost. You can say Prue's, you'll be able to say Prue's name. However, 1, it is going to hurt so bad, and your hunger will increase. By 2.
So this is a choice you're giving me, essentially, right?
Essentially, yes. You could say Prue's name, suffer a point of aggravated will damage, and raise your hunger. I'll actually make it so you only have to raise your hunger by 1 because we're going to add the aggravated willpower damage, or you don't succeed.
I'll take the hit.
All right. Play it out.
So she looks at you, takes a deep breath, and I'm fully aware that the word that's about to come out of her lips, you are going to hate absolutely, positively, without a single... What an amazing roller coaster for Maki to go through. She says, Prue, and then immediately her head, boom, slams down on the table.
Maki watches it, just takes a second, closes her eyes, and she is like now death gripping the table. Like death gripping the fucking table. Like I imagine her fucking nails are digging into it, and she just goes, I swear to God, I hear that bitch's name way too often for my liking.
Did I miss something? You actually see Marcus walk back. He is still carrying Echo like a sack of potatoes. However, your sire seems a lot less hangry as he unceremoniously drops them off into the booth again, since Echo managed to actually get something to eat.
To be fair, I did have something to eat. I just fucking lost the point again.
Everything is great. I have to go. I can't believe the words are about to leave my mouth. I need to go see Prue. Danica, great seeing you. If you ever need me to fix your phone again, I will do it for free. And you just see that Maki is just like, all of her rage is just like, she's slowly but surely just burying it deep down. Just deep down, she's burying it. And she's starting to try to get that customer service voice and the customer service face back on. The mask is slowly but surely just like slipping back in, and you see her go, Echo, next time we have a business meeting, 1, eat something for God's sake. 2, a little heads up that somebody I was royally pissed at was going to be the person I was going to be helping.
Echo just kind of looks at you, Maki. But are you upset with them anymore?
No, and that's only because she reminds me of Damien. However, I have to go talk to someone.
Is she okay? Marcus says, pointing at Danica, who's still face first in the table.
She's fine. She's dealing with the consequences of her own actions.
Maybe a little bit of blood just coming from the eye area, just pooling around her head that's just still sitting on the table.
Maki, and you just see, and no one has ever seen Maki do this, but Maki scoots over to Danica, lifts you up by the back of the neck, pulls out like a handkerchief, starts carefully, gently, like wiping all the blood off of you, cleaning you up. She goes, Marcus, get me something to drink for this one. Not a strawberry daiquiri, something face. And like, is like carefully just like, and I was holding you by the shoulder and goes, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. I haven't done this since fucking Kieran was alive. I swear to fucking shit. It's just doing this thing, like cleaning yourself off and just like carefully like putting your hair back together and it's just doing all of the things. And she goes, how hard did you hit your fucking head?
Pretty hard.
God. Next time, you don't even have to say her name. You could have just said the bitch I hate. You literally could have said the person you hate the most, and you wouldn't have had to say her name. There's literally 1,000,001 other names that you could have said, or things.
I was just gonna say real quick, as I know you mentioned your kid, the little one earlier with the skateboard. This is giving ultimate skateboard mom at the skate park. Like, see, I done told you not to do that.
Complicated.
Yes, I can tell it's complicated. Did Marcus bring something?
Marcus did bring something. It looks like he brought coffee.
Coffee? I meant like ice. Look at her face. Look at this face. And she's and also Danica, she's now holding you by your chin. And it's just like, look at her face. Do you think I need fucking coffee, Marcus? No, I understand that you are very attractive, but that doesn't mean you have to be a himbo all the goddamn time. Ice, Marcus
is looking at you. Marcus is looking at you. The coffee's for me, he says. He holds up a bag of ice.
I swear to God, I hate you sometimes.
But thank you for saying I'm attractive, he says as he hands
yeah, and you'll
you
never hear it
the
from me ever
bag
again.
of ice.
You really are.
You will never hear me say it ever again. And she takes the ice and unceremoniously just plops it right on your fucking face, Danica. She goes, hold this on here for like 5 minutes. Okay? And then the whole kindred thing will take care of it. And she lets go of your cheek. Also, stop with the fucking strawberry daiquiris. You're gonna get a fucking brain freeze. And Maki gets up, packs up all her shit, grabs her helmet, and goes, excuse me, I'm gonna go search for... Prue. And she just walks off.
Oh, I think I recall hearing Isabella dropped by earlier to drop off something for Seraphina. Said something about them all meeting up at the Belle Gracie.
What the fuck is the Belle Gracie? Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah.
It used to
Is
be
she
the
still here?
local.
Someone turned that hellhole into something?
Yeah,
I swear to God, if the seats are
Dorame.
still sticky. Oh, never mind. If it's
No,
Dorame, the seats aren't sticky anymore.
Yeah, no, Dorame actually did a hell of a job with it, from what I saw.
How am I the one that's behind?
Go talk
Whatever.
Go talk
Yeah,
to Dorame.
even I was there.
Danica, just ice. Drink something that's not strawberry daiquiri. Echo. Eat. I know you just did, but eat more.
I mean, to be fair, it's not like we don't have a problem floating around that makes it hard.
Then get straight from the tap.
Fair.
That's what ghouls are for.
They do have the room.
Also,
I mean, in fairness, you do have several ghouls to pick from. Well, at least 3 I know of.
Looks like I might be spending a couple hours here then.
Also, Echo, I know that you have just been collecting people like Pokemon cards. Okay? So just find one, pick one, feed off of that.
Listen, everybody's got their purpose, okay? Everybody's got their job.
Find one that will feed you.
That's how... Okay, so in case you haven't noticed, they tend to run out of blood.
That's why if you have multiple, you cycle through them.
That seems a little sketchy to me, but I don't know.
With consent, of course.
I'll figure something out.
Okay, do something. Something, anything. I swear to God, it's like I've lived longer than you. Oh wait,
Don't you have a Prue to go find?
Unfortunately. Bye. And she just walks off.
I'm sorry, polyamory? Really?
Obi-Swan wins the chat log for the night. That was great.
Okay, with that comment, we fade to black.
Guys,
And we're gonna take a bio break and move to the second group. Great job, everybody.
thanks. Twitch, hang on. We'll be back.
Eyes all around.
Crazy.
Twitch, hold on a moment. We'll be back in a moment. I'm gonna put up my BRB screen. We'll see. Like, go grab yourself a drink. Take a stretch. Thank you for being
Don't tell me that you didn't miss having Maki on this side of the table.
Dorme, Marzana, Prunella,
Yes.
and Isabella. You find yourself this evening at the Belle Gracie, just kind of lounging in the main area. Dorme, you're probably looking after things, you're kind of overseeing things here and there, as you know you're wont to do, not really knowing how to take a night off with the newest opening of your newest establishment. to make sure everything goes perfect, kind of running around busybody. The rest of you seem to be chatting. The topic is up to the players as to what you're chatting about. But for the moment, it's fairly low-key. People are coming and going, ordering drinks here and there. You guys might see a couple of regulars. Yes, Marzana?
Is smoking allowed at Belgracie?
That's up to Dormy.
Vapes are fine, but if you're gonna... Actually, no, I take that back. Smoking's fine. Inside and out. Just don't be obnoxious about it. It's like same rule, blanket rule of the blanket rule of don't be a dick is there. So if you're an obnoxious like drinker, smoker, or something, you're gonna get a talking to.
It's a rather chill night outside as well. Cars driving lazily by, people just chatting animatedly around the interior of the place. And we're going to open up the floor to our players this evening, for the second half.
I'm not saying I'm avoiding the old man. We just haven't run into each other since I was embraced.
You live in the same building. If you're not running into him, you are, by definition, avoiding him. And Prue is sitting, like, leaning back. Oh.
Sorry. Just a reminder, your camera's off.
Oh, I know. I'm about to describe what she looks like and then uncover my camera, the way I usually do. Especially because I love the look on Sam's face right now. Prue is leaning back in her chair, her usual black tunic dress and leggings with some thicker winter black boots because it's getting cold out, a thick shawl wrapped around her head, and on her hands, some fingerless knitted gloves with skeleton hands on them. Gee, I wonder where she would have gotten that idea from. And her makeup today looks like a Picasso painting. Her red and blue eyeliner is not as sharp as usual. The red one is way thicker than the blue one. It kind of looks like it's starting to run out and she's trying to use the last of it. And then in that, she messed up and just was trying to fix it, and it's now very asymmetrical. Her lips look like she was trying to do one of those ombres with black to red, except for she's overlined the black on the outside and it's smudged, and the inside is that fire engine red, and it just didn't blend right. However, your attention probably isn't on this makeup, even with this perfectly circular round blush. Prue has a new scar on her lip, a rather nasty one, and whenever asked about it, she just says, "I got it on a job, don't ask."
Okay, but also, he's been super busy, and he's been a literal bitch on a rag, because apparently it's the full moon, and they're off doing their own shit and stuff. Isabella's currently, like, half laying on one of the booths, head, like, over the edge as she's eating some sort of candy that she can actually eat in here. So he's off doing the doc and other shit and other alpha things. So yeah, we haven't run into each other. It's not me avoiding him.
It is also not you going out to inform him of this massive unlife change.
In the midst of discussion, the door of the Belgracie opens, and in strides one Maki, looking a bit perturbed.
Prue immediately sits up straighter. Oh god.
I will say, Mars is normally dressed pretty fancy, but you can tell that she's, like, in a more utilitarian outfit than she has been in recent history. Like, straight black, like, comfortable kind of slacks, a sturdier belt, a turtleneck like a basic black turtleneck, and she's been carrying around with her everywhere she goes her doctor's bag. It's a like well-built leather bag that just right now is probably sitting comfortably on the seat beside her, or perhaps under the table.
And this is about the time that Dorame comes out with one of her ghouls, Brianna, who is her like tech and trends gal, and just kind of going over things. Okay, the website looks really, really good. I really like how that turned out. Okay, and how many likes on that, whatchamacallit, Instagram? Oh. And Brianna goes, well, our Instagram numbers are doing really well. So far, we've gotten 50 new followers in the past couple of days. And people are really liking the opening video. And, oh, yeah, and we made sure to link Echo's article as well. So that way people can get a better idea. All right.
Maki, you walk into the Belgracie, this being the first time you've seen it. It's kind of a more homey establishment. Let me grab the actual description in a second.
Okay.
I have it here. Just give me one moment. I swear I have it. Here. There we go. So the main area here, as you walked up, kind of the porch. There's a rather expansive porch that stretches across the front of this building. A pair of rocking chairs stand guard on either side of the front door. Between each pair of the rocking chairs is a small table with glowing lanterns. As you open the front door, you notice it's heavy oak, and it requires actual intent to open it, and you're reminded that this is probably supposed to be a place of respite, a place people can just come and take a load off for a bit and enjoy themselves. As you walk in, you hear the animated discussion around you. The main area here, you don't see any booths like would be at the Velvet Pussycat. It's almost like an informal atmosphere. There's no traditional tables. It's almost like you're stepping into the living room of an aunt that you find very comforting, and a place you can just escape from. You've got fancy couches, wingback chairs, ottomans, coffee tables stacked with art books, side tables with vintage lamps resting on them, and cast a bit of a soft light into the room.
Maki walks in, takes a look around. If anyone has noticed her, she's again wearing that kind of business casual, but she has her leather jacket still on. She's holding her bike helmet. It's an all black helmet, with blacked out visor. And oh my god. And she's kind of looking around, and if anyone's like looking at her, you see like she's got that stone cold face on, like that usual like mask she wears of that stone cold face, as she's just like scanning the room as if she's looking for someone.
And then that's about when your eyes fall on Prue.
So immediately Maki sees Prue and just starts beelining straight towards her.
Prue is she's not taking her eyes on Maki. She looks so nervous, but over her shoulder, Dorame, you just hear a yell of, "Hey May, does this place have the same rules as Seraphina's place about violence?"
I thought that, and Dorame will look over and go, "Oh yes, maybe not enforced the same way, but yes." And she'll look over, she'll see Maki, and just immediately like speed stride over to where they are.
I bet $10 on Maki.
I'm not taking that bet.
And she'll walk over, and again, customer service smile. Hello, Maki. Nice to see you. What do you think? And she'll just
Maki
kind of
looks up.
very carefully puts her hands on Prue's shoulders as if to kind of assert dominance, like this is mine and this is my home. Please don't.
Maki walks up. She stops short. First, she looks at Isabella and goes, "You would win that bet. Dorme, if I wanted to kill her in your establishment, she'd be dead already. Secondly, nice, you've done very well with the place. I need to talk to her about Danica. And that needs to be a private conversation. I promise I will not kill her, and she will not be harmed. We are in your establishment. I would expect the same of you in my establishment."
The minute
And you did get the same treatment when I was in your establishment.
Yes,
I'm glad
and I treated her very respectfully in my establishment. I didn't kick her out, even though she wasn't invited. But that's neither here nor there. I need to talk to her privately about our lovely friend Danica, and I think she knows exactly why.
Fabulous.
the minute that Maki said Danica's name, Prue had sat forward and kind of brushed Dorome's hand off of her back and leaning toward Maki. She doesn't know what this conversation is about, but if it's about Danica, let's go.
I fully pictured that Isabella had her, like, she was laying on the couch and had her legs over Prue's legs. So when Prue leaned forward, Isabella suddenly falls off the couch. She goes, "Gah!"
Oh, sorry. And immediately goes to pick her up.
Dorme will look at Maki. Of course, you guys are able to use my office, but it's my office, so I need to be there.
This is a private conversation about somebody who I cannot divulge this information to anyone but Prue right now. I will take her somewhere else where we can talk where you won't be there. No offense to you, Dorme, but this is strictly need to know information, and right now you don't need to know.
Prue, starting to get a sense of what this might be about. May, it's fine.
Dorme will look over at Prue, kind of like side-eye Maki a little bit, but looks back at Prue. Front porch. Anything, you yell. Got it?
Can we use, and she nods toward the bathroom.
Oh, yes, of course. Go on ahead.
Let's go.
Right.
And leads Maki toward the bathroom.
And Maki is just following to the bathroom. She goes, "This is why at my place I have other rooms where people can have private conversations that aren't my office. But you know what? This is her place. This is totally fine. And actually, it's pretty cute. So I'll let it slide."
Any other
They get to the bathroom.
Any other situation that would have been considered extremely awkward. As you two are heading off, Dorme, your phone rings.
Dorme will look at her phone. Do I recognize the number?
Make me... Just, Intelligent... you know what? Make it a wits awareness roll. I'll get to you two in a sec. Just bear with us.
Two successes.
The number you've seen a couple of times before, you can't quite place where it's from.
Because it's vaguely familiar, she's going to answer it. Hello?
Hey. The other end of the phone is a very scared voice. I didn't know who else to call. Are you home?
at my job right now. May I ask who this is?
1 second. Yes, Mars.
Just for my own understanding, how many days has it been since the last thing she did, which was at the Velvet Pussycat? Like, where is
That was
this?
last
in
session, and just
everything?
basically next night. Which is why
Okay.
I got you all to roll the rouse check at the beginning of the session.
Yeah, just double checking.
I don't know. A monster broke into my house. Now my mom and dad are upstairs. They're not answering. I hear a lot of yelling coming from their room. I need help.
Dalton?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, honey, where are you right now?
I'm at home.
Can you get out?
No.
Yeah. Hold
What
on a
needs to
second,
be done?
okay?
He doesn't hang up the phone.
I have to go see somebody really important. I will be back soon. Yes, and I'm gonna look around. Leah?
Yeah. Pops out from behind the kitchen door.
Darling, I have to step away. You're in charge.
I got you covered. Don't worry.
Make sure Isabella keeps her feet off the couches. We just got these steamed. Mars and I are going out, taking Brianna. Brianna, honey, I'm gonna need you to drive. Okay. And we tried out
Am I
the back.
not invited on the adventure?
Have you? And then Dorothy peeks her head in. Have you had anything to eat today?
I'm not hungry.
Wasn't the question. Have you fed today? Yes or no?
No.
Then you're staying put in case Prue needs a hand.
Fine.
Feet off my couch.
So you're taking who as a driver?
Isabella keeps her feet.
Brianna's the only girl with me, so Brianna's gonna be driving. I think Denise and Yvette are still at the hospital.
Brianna looks at you as you mentioned that you've got to go talk to somebody. You've got to go see somebody. Just you and me?
Well, the good Dr. Mars is coming with us as well. I think we might need her expertise because I don't know what the hell's going on yet. And she'll lean in. We're going to see Dalton.
No offense, but I'd almost prefer to have somebody who can throw a punch just in case.
Oh! I can throw a punch! I'm really good at it.
Throwing a punch isn't the only way to win a fight, and Mars will kind of shift her coat to like flash her pistol a little bit.
Let's just try to keep the noise down to a minimum, Mars, even though that's a great red button in case we need to push it. Okay, Isabella, you can come only if you promise that the minute we get back, you eat something.
Yes, Mama.
Atta girl, hop in.
Yes.
As you guys get in the vehicle, we're going to turn for a moment to part of the conversation with Maki and Prue. We're currently in the bathroom.
I think Prue would actually, hearing what Maki said, just kind of over their shoulder, there's more than meets the eye here. And she opens the linen closet where she knows the pathway is and points up the stairs. You want to do it in here or up where it's really private?
I don't know this place. I will defer to you. And you just see Maki's just kind of like still stone cold face, but she just looks very disinterested in this part of the conversation.
Prue thinks about it. Thinks about the fact that there might be other people upstairs that might not take kindly to Kindred unexpectedly coming up the stairs, and closes the linen closet, then turns back to Maki. And you can see her eyes, the irises of them are red. The whites of them, you've maybe noticed in the past, are kind of yellowed, like someone who has, like, jaundice. When she turns around, the yellow part of her eyes are glowing like a neon light. What did she do to her now?
We in the bathroom? Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, because the minute that y'all get into the bathroom, Maki has like pushed you up in like to a corner, a wall, something, and she's just like in your face, and she goes, "You're gonna answer my questions," because Danica can't answer my questions, and the only thing that she was able to muster out was your name.
What? First, I have a question. What did she do to her now?
So far, just fuck with her phone. Can we get to my questions now?
You hear Prue. She's saying something in, you think, Gaelic. You probably can't understand what she's saying, but you can tell by her tone it's probably a not very good word. Yeah. Ask me whatever you want to know.
Okay. Here's what I've been able to do after I unhacked her phone. Well, technically hacked it and then unhacked it and did a couple of my own little magic tricks. She cannot talk about her sire in any way, shape, or form. Considering that the little love note that was left on her phone was that she was on a social media detox, I'm guessing that her sire is, for lack of a better word, toxic.
Oh, that's not even the beginning or end of it. Okay,
One sec. I have more questions. I have more things. So, also, I am guessing that the little stunt that Danica pulled where she sabotaged an entire mission and almost got all of us killed was not her fault, but rather the instructions of her sire. Am I getting pretty close to home?
I don't know the details of what precisely happened, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say yes as well, considering what she indicated to me a couple nights ago. Yeah. Well, to start, a lot of this can probably be cut down by a question on my part. Maki, you've been alive, maybe not a kindred, but alive for a really long time in kindred society, right?
Let's see, how old am I now? 76, 77. I lost track. Somewhere in the 70s.
Okay, are you familiar with the term a Cleopatra turning?
Would Maki know what a Cleopatra turning is? Because me as a player, I have no idea.
Given how long you've been around, more than likely. Here we're not calling it a Cleopatra. We're calling it...
What would be the...
We're calling it a bond slave.
Bond slave, okay.
Oh, that's two different things.
Hold
on. Cleopatra is the thing of, like, a nos turning someone because they need to be humbled.
Right. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Yes, I am familiar with that term.
That's what Danica is. Well, that's what she was supposed to be on the most simple terms. She pissed someone off, and they got in touch with her sire, and her sire turned her into a nos to humble her. As you can probably guess just looking at her, didn't really do as much physical damage as they wanted to, so her sire decided to humble her a different way and turned her into a bond slave.
Lovely.
She's bloodbound. I don't know to who. Through my digging, have figured out what happened, but her sire is very good at covering her tracks to hide who she is.
She's okay.
I can tell you, if I ever find out who that woman is, and I do know it's a woman, I am going to...
Figured.
I am going to do for Danica what I wish someone could do for me. That's a whole other conversation. The point is, what you need to know, no, Danica cannot speak of her sire in any way. She, if her sire says you can't tell anyone this, she can't tell anyone. I've sometimes in the past helped her figure out how to talk around certain things, but if her sire says no, it's no. If her sire says yes, it's yes. And when Danica is under her sire's control, it's like she's not there anymore. She's a robot. She's numb. There's a puppet on a string. She cannot refuse what her sire tells her, and if she tries to, it could literally kill her.
Maki's kind of sitting there. She's thinking for a moment. She goes, "Gods, it's been forever since I've seen one of those." Well, luckily, she left a trail.
Oh?
Sorry. Yeah, because I'm really good at my job. So I may or may not have a piece of her coding. So does the letter F mean anything to you? Because that's how she signs all of her codes.
Storyteller, I'm assuming that would mean absolutely nothing to me.
Nope.
No, I mean, I'm not the tech person. That's what I have Danica and, certain touchstones of mine for. Look, I want to help her. She means a lot to me. So, will you allow me to help you with this endeavor?
Maki kind of thinks about it, and she kind of like takes a step back, and she's like trying to find something to lean on. It's probably a sink. She's probably leaning on a sink. She's kind of just sitting there, and she goes, "Let's get this all out in the air. I don't like you. I will never like you. We've had the whole you being sorry and asking for forgiveness and all of these things. I am putting this all out here on the table, and I don't expect any flack about it. I don't like you. I know you know I don't like you. But just because I don't like you doesn't mean that for the sake of somebody else that I can't tolerate you for your use. If you are useful, I will tolerate you. I will still not like you. Like is, well, a light word. Hate is probably closer. Whatever you can do on your end for Danica, you can do on your end for Danica. I will be doing whatever I can do on my end for Danica. Which is talking to some bigger people. Because I have connections. If we need to collaborate, we need to collaborate. And I think that's as clear as we're going to get.
Understood. And I think Prue has an idea that she's been trying to form for a while And something about this conversation crystallizes a solution. And she speaks carefully what she says next. And I know you have something you care about going after about as much as I care about going after her. So, no favors, no strings attached. If you need my help with any of that, or if there's someone who wants a favor from you, I can help.
You want to help?
Yeah.
Find the man in sweatpants so that I can rip his head off and tear his limbs apart one by one. And then maybe I'll hate you a little less.
That we're gonna shift.
Prue.
We're gonna shift focus.
Smile. Oh, can I say one more thing?
Yep.
Prue smiles at you. Probably the first time she's ever smiled at you, and just says, "It would be my pleasure."
With that, we're gonna shift focus to the other group. Dorme, Marzana, Isabella. You driving through the city eventually. It takes you probably about 20, 30 minutes, give or take. You find yourself in one of Edmonton's older suburbs. This house in particular is sitting on a quiet crescent. It's one of those neighborhoods where the streetlights hum just a little too loudly, and the snowbanks linger longer in the winter than they probably should. What you find yourself standing outside of is a 2-level home that looks like it was built in the late 70s. Boxy, but sturdy. Beige siding. It's faded towards gray and a roof that wears every one of its winters with stubborn resilience. You can tell it's aged a fair bit. Outside, a narrow concrete walkway leads up to a small, covered front porch. The porch light flickers occasionally. Not enough to be concerning, but just enough to feel like it might notice things in the dark. The front door, as you're looking at it, looks to be a deep forest green. Its paint is slightly chipped along the edges, and the single frosted window reveals nothing of the interior, except the impression of warm light. Dorme, your ghoul looks at you as you all get out of the car. I'll keep the car running just in case.
Thank you. And also, if you could do me a favor and try to get a hold of Denise and Yvette, just in case things get really, really icky, I want to make sure that they're at least on the way.
I'm already one step ahead of you.
And this is why I love you, Bree. She will hop out.
So this is like a neighbor kid or something?
You remember that story I told the storyteller?
Vaguely.
There once was a little boy, and I couldn't help him. He called me.
Let's go help your kid then.
As you walk up to the house, the front door is closed tight. Actually appears to be locked.
Would I remember where Dalton's window would be?
Probably towards the back of the house, on the second floor. You also know that they have a security system at the back of the house as well. Like the entire property most likely has a security system on it.
Shit. Okay. Thinking. Oh, you were going to say something, Mars? I'm sorry.
Are the blinds drawn on all the front windows?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we hear anything from the outside indicating what could be going on inside?
Sorry, say that again?
Can there be anything heard from the outside? Like, can we hear shouting or anything, or like a TV blaring or something like that to indicate what could be going on inside without having to use heightened senses? Because I ain't got it.
Are you channeling through heightened senses?
That's the thing. I don't have heightened senses. Dorme doesn't have that.
Then no, you wouldn't.
Dorme, why don't you call him and ask him to open the door?
Because he says he can't get out. I'm gonna look at my phone. Is the call still going?
Yes.
She's gonna put her ear to the phone. Honey, I'm outside. Where are you?
I'm in my room.
Okay, are you hiding in your hiding spot?
I am.
Under the bed or the closet?
The closet as far back as I can get.
And you are so smart, you know that? And you're being so brave right now. Hold on tight. I got friends with me. We'll be there soon, okay?
Sorry.
Oh, don't you dare be sorry. You're asking for help. That's some big man stuff.
Please hurry.
We're coming. Don't worry. Just stay back there. Do your deep breaths like I taught you. We'll be there soon.
Yes, Mars.
Dorme, am I correct in this?
Sorry, give me 1 second, Isabella. Yes, Mars.
Marzana is going to not quite go into the backyard yet, but kind of like look around the house. Are there any windows at all that are not like that you can kind of see into the house?
There are 2 windows that seem to be at ground level that you can actually see into the house.
Okay. There are 2 powers that I want to use in tandem with each other.
Okay.
I want to first use Shadow Cast to start manipulating my shadow to make it move.
Okay.
I can, and then use Shadow Perspective and kind of trace my shadow over towards the window to get a better look. I can have my shadow move up to about 20 feet away from me.
Okay. I believe both of those require a rouse check.
They do, in fact.
2 rouse checks, please. Sorry, give me 1 second, Isabella. We might be, just a heads up, we might be running a little overtime tonight. Is there anybody that has to leave at the top of the hour on the dot? No? Okay.
Two successes. For both.
Without a problem, or without a hitch.
So, everyone would watch Mars slowly move over towards the side of the house. She kind of looks, and upon seeing a window that isn't fully blinded shut, you watch her kind of flex her hand. Her shadow elongates and moves. It gets longer and a little more... gets scary, to be honest. It starts looking like a monster on its own as it drags, sort of snaking its way along the ground. And there's almost like a slight white glow, but it's very faint in where her eyes would be, where the shadow's eyes would be, as she peers through the shadow's perspective to see what she can see through the windows without approaching physically.
Before I get to that, Isabella, go ahead.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Isabella has heard there is a child in the house that is scared and in danger?
Yep, that about sums it up.
Okay, Isabella's done waiting. She walks up to the door and she's gonna kick it.
That's gonna be...
Stormy's gonna grab the back of her pants and pull her back.
Dexterity and athletics for both of you, please. Actually, Dorme, you're going to roll dexterity and athletics. Isabella, you're going to roll strength and brawl, I believe.
There is a child who is scared and possibly in danger.
Okay, stop embellishing.
Y'all are taking too long.
2 successes.
You what?
2 successes.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I know how this turns out.
9.
Yeah. Paint the scene for us, Isabella.
Isabella, who sees everyone standing around doing nothing, and has probably heard this kid say how he's scared. She's just gonna say, "Hey kid, you're gonna hear a loud sound. I apologize." Walks up and basically fireman kicks the door.
There is an ear-thundering crunch. And just a moment too late, Dorme grabs the back of your hoodie, the back of your, clothing. The door opens, along with the door frame that it was attached to. You've completely separated that from the outside of the house. The door swings open, though, granting you full access. And Mars, this is exactly what you see as your shadow kind of stretches and you look through it. The house itself is pretty dark. Inside, the main floor feels kind of lived in. The entry opens into a modest living room with brick-framed gas fireplace, shelves crowded with mismatched books, soft weather-beaten couch that seems to absorb the cold from outside. The windows are wide but feel just a bit dimmer than they probably should be as the house filters the light before letting it in. There's a short hallway on this floor and a set of stairs leading up. And of course the floor is now just covered in, wood debris.
Isabella, these people might have guns. They could have shot you.
Okay. And there is a child scared in the
I
house.
see we're taking the loud way.
Pretty much. And it's like, as long as we make this quick, we should be fine. Dorme's gonna press the phone to her ear again. Okay, which room is yours again? Up the stairs and where?
Up the stairs and to the right.
Up the stairs to the right. Do you still have the Captain America poster on there?
I do. My parents' bedroom's to the left. I think they're in there. There's voices.
Okay. She puts the phone down, looks at both of them. All right, everybody up the stairs to the right. The minute you hear anything from the left, be on your guard in case you hear anything from the left. And she's just hoofing it up the stairs.
Mars will pull out her revolver and follow suit.
You make your way up the stairs. At the top of the stairs, there's a door. It's slightly ajar. It seems to be a bathroom. It's quite clean, neat, almost unnaturally so. Towels are hung up in such a way on the towel racks that it seems somebody might have actually used a square or a level to square these off. You're not quite sure how they got that, but either way it is. To the right, there's another door. It's open just a crack. Got a giant poster of Superman on it. And to the left, there's a closed door that you can now hear voices, muffled voices from behind. One of them sounds oddly familiar. Which is about when Prunella pops up from behind the lot of you.
Why did you leave without me?
There is a child who is scared.
Respectfully keep your voices down.
Prue looks like you scared the ever-living daylights out of her. And her hand goes to grasp onto Isabella's arm and also go up on Dorme's shoulder. Kind of like almost she's checking that they're solid. And she just lets out a breath of relief. I thought it happened again.
You thought what happened again?
Prue she's about to explain, shakes her head. Let's get the kid and get out of here.
Okay. She'll very carefully open the door. He's over here, and she'll point to the closet. Dalton.
The moment the door opens, Dalton runs across the room and straight into your arms, and starts gesturing frantically at his parents' bedroom door.
Okay, shh. Remember, super quiet, sneaky like, okay? And she just looks at everyone. Everybody, go! And she'll take the kid downstairs. There's an SUV right outside, and you go right to that car, and you don't look back. Don't stop until you get into the car.
I can't leave without my parents.
We'll deal with them. Just go to the car.
Prue, pointedly, did not follow you. She saw
Mars also didn't follow.
Isabella listened. Isabella stayed with Dorame. Isabella knows when to listen sometimes.
Dalton steps out the door and starts walking almost shakily down the concrete path.
Dorame is speed walking behind him. Come on, buddy. Gotta hustle it.
He picks it up a little bit, and you eventually get him in the SUV.
Okay, this is my friend Brianna. Brianna, you remember Dalton, don't you?
Brianna nods. Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Okay.
Dalton doesn't say a word.
Okay, seatbelt on. I gotta go get the rest of my day. Because she just realizes that only Isabella's with them. She'll take Isabella and by the arm, not forcefully, but be like, where the fuck did those two go?
They went to the parents. Isabella's going to take off her leather jacket and put it around Dalton here, this is going to keep you super strong, like Iron Man, Captain America, whatever. We're going to go check on that. Stay, she says, before turning around and following Dorame.
Yes, Mars.
Dorame's going to look over at Brianna could you put on Bluey for him? I hear kids like Bluey.
Is the door to the other bedroom fully closed?
Yes.
Okay.
Dorame Bree nods and starts fiddling around with the console up front.
Mars will look to Prunella. You can take a hit, yeah?
She gestures to the broken, still
Right.
crooked nose and the new gnarly scar on her lip.
Right.
She looks down the stairs to where she was watching Dora May and Isabella and the kid get out of the building. And then she looks back to the bedroom door. I am not letting it happen again.
Alright, you're going in first. I have your back.
Prue pushes the door open.
Before we get to that, Dorme, what are you doing?
I'm going back in and I'm with Isabel and I'm hoofing it backstairs to try and figure out where the hell they went.
You make your way up the stairs. You see Marzana and Pernella. You get there just as Pernella opens the door. It's a pretty modest bedroom, spartanly decorated. You see a man and a woman up against one of the walls. The man is tall, brown hair, blue eyes, probably about 6 feet. The mother's, give or take 5 feet, blonde hair, hazel eyes. And there's somebody else in the room. The two parents look absolutely terrified, yet defiant. As you hear Dorothea's voice speak up.
I can't hear her.
Me neither.
Myriad?
Yeah, she's lighting up, but we can't hear any sound.
Myriad? What? Did we lose? Oh, no. She deafened. Okay. Sorry, guys. Give us a second.
Bonus points if anyone can guess what Prue means when she says, I'm not gonna let it happen again.
We'll get there.
Huh, I wonder. She just met with Maki again. I totally don't understand what's happening here.
Mars stayed behind because of one of her convictions.
Myriad, you look
She
like you're just done with the
Wasn't
world.
going to be able to just walk away.
Wait, what is one of Mars's convictions?
Her first conviction written down is stand up for those who have less power. She wasn't just going to walk away and leave those parents sitting there.
What a coincidence! One of Prue's is...
You cut out.
I was trying to look up the exact wording. One of Prue's is stand with those who stand for you.
Myriad, you there? Myriad looks just done with the world. Sorry, guys. Give us a sec.
Blaze, did you see my storyteller chat?
Nope. 1 second. Let me pull that screen up.
While we're waiting.
It's not a VTM night without technical difficulties.
Exactly. I was still wondering how the heck Prue got there so quick.
I'm wondering that as well. I think the answer is storyteller magic.
Storyteller shenanigans.
And time bending. But let me just narrow...
Yes.
Yes, we can.
You open the door. So I'm just going to rewind a moment. You open the door just as Dorme gets there. You see the parents standing up against the wall. And you hear Dorothea speak up.
Tell me, or I'm going to make it hurt a whole lot worse.
I ain't telling you nothing. That's what the guy says.
Princess!
You can do
Dorothea?
You can do whatever you
Busy,
want.
Isabella.
You can do whatever you want to me. I ain't giving you anything.
Dormay's gonna walk in behind them. Well, hello there. Isn't this a fancy coincidence, Dorothea? How have you been?
Like I just told Isabella, I'm busy right now. She's going to look at the gentleman. You are going to tell me what I am here for. And that is the only way this is going to end.
You can do whatever you want to me. I told you, I'm not telling you anything. So,
What?
if it's all the best, do your fucking worst.
Thea, what are you looking for here?
None of your concern. I'm busy.
You
Princess!
made it.
Come on!
You made it our concern when you went after a bunch of normal people with their kid across the hall.
Oh, trust me, these people ain't normal, aren't you? And she'll look back at the dad. Remember me?
I didn't go after a family of normal people. I went after hunters.
And that's where we're going to cut the episode tonight.